Say what's up, Blue? Oh Lord, that's what you gonna do. It's the treatment I get. This is the treatment I get. Come out here and do that to me, huh? Get out of there, boy. What's up, though? It's your boy OG Kenny. O_G_Kenny. I'm on the porch right at the house, so you're gonna hear a lot of traffic riding past, a lot of maybe background noise, right? I gotta explain something. On this porch, I used to do a lot of business with this dude years ago. Let's say his name was, we're gonna say Lincoln. He was named after a car, but I don't know where he at. I don't know if he's still active in the streets. I don't know if he done got low somewhere and doing something legit or something wrong, bad, and happened to him. You know how it go when you don't see nobody in a long time. You don't really know what to think. But at the time, this dude used to bring me TVs, PS3s, watches. I never bought no guns from him because I wasn't really no gun dude. Most of the guns I had, I inherited them. You know what I'm saying? So I never really was a buy a gun off the street dude, so I used to pass on the guns. However, all the appliances, TVs, anything you can imagine that you would need for a house, I was getting that stuff from him. Sometimes brand new boots, furs. The list was endless. So you got to think, that was our relationship for about maybe 2.5, 3 years. I was cool with that. You know, brought me a nice little bike once, electric bike, before they really was popular. I ended up selling that boy, like, for a nice profit. But, you know, that was my thing back then, you know, until I found out how you can really buy shipping containers and buy storage units out and bid on them and buy pallets and stuff. But back then, that was the thing, right? And that was like some of the best money outside of some dudes that was doing scrap metal back then. Because I know dudes that was running up thousands a week. You would think they were selling dope just doing scrap metal. I got my hands into some scrap metal for a hot minute and was making nice money like that. So I know what I'm talking about, right? This dude, though, in particular, it wasn't that type of thing. He just come out with all the merch that we needed and people wanted. And that kept a steady flow of money for me. And I lost track for him for a minute, waiting for a minute, because it got to the point where he started coming around asking for dope and stuff. Like, hey man, you don't know nobody got this, that, and that. I'm like, even if I did, that wasn't a relationship. So I'm like, nah, man, I don't really know, because I didn't want to start crossing them lines. A lot of times when you start getting out your lane with somebody and you start introducing and opening other doors that ain't necessary, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't necessary, I just keep them doors closed for a reason. Like, nah, I don't know, bro. So that's when I really start being a little cautious anyway. To even make things worse, this particular time, he come around after I hadn't seen him in probably approximately, I don't know, let's say about 6 months. He slid up and he was a nice little trailblazer. I remember that boy. I wanted it bad. I'm like, you selling that, huh? He like, nah, man. He said, I'm keeping this. This is something I got right, though. I got the right way. I went to an auction, got some money. You know how I do. He said, but Uncle, I ain't really doing that merch stuff no more, man. But, for $1,500, I'm taking hits. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, yeah, But I'm thinking, like, taking hits for $1,500? So you knocking motherfuckers off. You frying niggas ramen. You know what I mean? For $1,500. You really serious, So I just played it just like this. I said, well, I tell you what. I know some people that might, they might need some people taken care of, I'm hypothesizing really, because I ain't know nobody that do. I wasn't on that type of time. So if dudes wasn't in that back then, I wouldn't have known, because they know to keep that type of shit away from me, because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be involved in. And most of my homies that I found out I was into that stuff later kept it away from me, because I was always trying to legitimize us and give us a platform, right? So they was like, man, you gonna be the one to get us rich. You know what I mean? And that's the God's honest truth. So I kept a lot of that energy at bay. But I just played it just like that. Look, man, yeah, I know a few people that might want somebody taken care of, you know what I mean? Because I said, give me a little time. I said, I'm gonna call you You know what I mean? Unless it's legit. I said, so if you don't hear from me, just say they on some bullshit. I said, but if I call you, that means it's a go. You know what I mean? So that's what it was. And then it was like, he's like, all right, bet. I was like, yes, I'm gonna call you. I got you. But nah, that was it. I couldn't. It's like, damn, your price, man. Look at how the model is now. Yesterday's price is not today's price. I wouldn't dare keep indulging. Even though, like I said, that's why I kept them lanes how they was with him. Merch only. You want dope, you go find it on your own, right? Simply because that ain't what you usually do with somebody already cutting deep into the devil's pie. They already into Pandora's box, real intricately, all right? They already sipping the devil's juice. You know what I mean? So when people are already done sold their soul or continuously selling their soul for small amounts of money, because you got to think, I got 255 inches and a 42 inch and like 2 PS3s and an Xbox. Back when all that stuff was $400 for this, $400 for that. And the TVs was $600 a piece and all that, right? And I'm talking about I got all that stuff for like $1,200. So I already knew this nigga he really didn't care. He was just trying to get some money real quick, real fast. He said $1,000 or so. And I used to always be willing to negotiate because I know how it go. I learned how to start bidding, so I know a dude gonna always come back with a counter offer. I got this. All right, bet. Good looking, man. I ain't got time to keep, I ain't got time. I know you getting down because I don't really know the prices and all that, but still, when I gave him the game on how I was finding out the prices, you know what I mean? And how I know about barcodes and how you can scan stuff and like you get the thing, you can figure it out and come up on the internet. He like, but he ain't gonna get it off the night. I ain't into all that. Just give me the money, I'm out. But when I see his price was cheap and then he started doing dope, that's when I really got cautious, like I said, because them two deadly combinations. You're already on bullshit and you getting high. You understand what I'm saying? So what I started doing was, after that, just specifically keeping it on that tip. And then when he came around talking about taking hits, guess what, though? You're out of there. You're out of there because your price already been cheap. And you talking about knocking niggas hell. Now, I would have respected you if you said, man, look, for 50K, you know what I mean? First time, I'll take 20. But it's going to be smooth, this, that, and the other, all this type of stuff. If you say something like that, you make it like how the movies do it, or when you see real, you find out them professional hitmen that got caught up and told themselves and was talking about their prices. You listen to that, man. Like, listen, I will respect you if you talking like that. Don't come to me talking about no 1,500. You out of there. So when somebody come around you with a cheap price and they on bullshit already, and they willing to sell their soul for cheap, you better open your eyes, open your nose. I swear to God. You open yourself up to all them different energies, man, you want to. I done been around them. They suffered the consequences. They got in the shootouts with dudes and all type of stuff, man. Listen, let me show you these. Let me show y'all something right quick. Look. Oh, watch out, man. Right there, that's one. That one got patched up. We talking about like, it was a lot of these little nicks and stuff that out of those little nicks and stuff right there that came from a lot of those them bang outs and stuff. You know what I mean? Yep. A lot of them. So that's why I be thankful and grateful right now. Just to be able to be out here still. Be considered the OG and the elder in the neighborhood. Be somebody that's really trying to culturally and on a community level, like level people up. Slowly but surely. I got to kind of open y'all eyes to a lot of the dangers and stuff that I went through and just kind of give y'all some anecdotes so y'all to get a little better feel for me before I just start trying to get y'all information. But I want to share a lot with y'all because I've been through a lot and I've seen a lot. I acquired a lot of information and we're going to go on the journey together and it's going to be live. I promise you that. Just stay with me, watch. I promise you that I'm going to give you a great return on your investment by spending time with me. I appreciate y'all as always. OG Kenny. O_G_Kenny, retired from the streets TV. Bella. Blue. And we out. Peace. Peace and love. Y'all be safe.